Hello, everybody. On tonight's episode of Backseat Quarterbacks, I'm joined by Darren wearing a grappling shirt. Who are you grappling, my boy? We are going to talk about all things football. Week number 10. We are 10 weeks in. The Chargers are currently up 22-3 against the Steelers. Did I take the Steelers in this game? I think I might have. That is the last time I picked them this year. Don't let me do that again. We are going to be talking about all the games today. It was a good day in the morning. The games were close. The afternoon was terrible. Every game was a blowout. We got to see the president who made a stop on the Washington and the Lions game. Nice to see him. I don't know why he was there. Made really no sense. I didn't have the audio on, so I don't know what he said, but I'm assuming he kept saying, bring back the Redskins, if I had to guess. And then I have one last moment of business for those listening. We are talking about our YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube. This is our appearance on YouTube right here. YouTube.com/@Backseat Quarterbacks or Backseat BSQB, Backseat QBs. I don't know. It's one of those. Type them all in. Anyways, that's it. Listen, without further ado, here is Darren. How you doing?
I am doing pretty well. It was a good morning slate of football. Afternoon was a little bit of a snooze fest. This Sunday night game has been a pretty tough watch as well. I'm hoping for a great Monday night game tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet you are hoping for a great Monday night game tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You were probably kicked back, grappling.
Yep.
You had, you got a pedicure today, I bet, ready to kickbox or something.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
No, it was a pretty peaceful Sunday. Now there is a little bit of a cloud hanging over my Sunday with the fact that the Packers have to play the Eagles tomorrow night. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Anything's possible.
I ask you one question before we start talking about any of these games.
Mm-hmm.
In the NFC,
yes,
Eagles and Packers play tomorrow. Let's not even talk about those two teams. Act like they don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Out of every team that played today and throughout the season, I guess you have to include the Eagles and Packers, I guess. But Seahawks and Rams, the class of the NFC, class of the NFL.
Gotta put the Lions up there, I think, too.
Do you? They played really well today, but do you have to put them up there with how they played?
I don't know.
The year?
They're so hot and cold. This Seattle team, they are something. They look really, really good.
That game was over in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Legitimately 3 minutes. That game was over.
I know.
Sam Darnold threw 12 passes today.
I didn't know if he was
going to 44 points.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to play in the second half, like at all in the second half.
This is 2 games in a row. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know Kenan Slavis was the backup for the Cardinals? I did not know. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Wow. Okay. Let's just go game by game. We're off to a hot start.
I know we are off to a hot start. I love it.
We had a good day. Maybe I just upload a video from like a few weeks ago, the podcast we did really well on. And I say, what games are they talking about? Like week 6.
All right. To be fair to the listeners,
Raiders Broncos. Should we talk about that one? 7:10 Thursday night.
I mean, you are suffering from the kangaroo cough.
Yeah,
and I believe
Melbourne meningitis.
Yeah, Melbourne meningitis. Yeah, I think I was coming down with something. I'm feeling pretty good right now, but my voice is a little raspy.
You sound handsome.
Face for radio.
Unfortunately, you have a voice for radio, my boy.
I know.
You have a face for radio. I mean,
yeah, face for radio. It's tough.
Yeah, you're handsome. You're a handsome feller. I mean, this is what happens when you get the Aussie AIDS. I start talking like I'm Australian when I say handsome feller. That's an Australian slang right there.
From the down under.
Yeah, go to the outback.
Yeah,
one of my favorite things. If I wasn't sick, I went to a wedding. That's why I'm sick. If I wasn't sick, every single Australian person I would have been asking, have you gone to Outback Steakhouse? That's what I would like to say
Mm.
to oh, they would be very angry if I asked about that. It's
I, I
it's
I don't know if I've
sacrilegious.
been there. I don't really think I've ever been to Outback Steakhouse. I'll be honest with you.
Never got a bloomin' onion?
I mean, I've got a Texas Roadhouse, and I've got one there, but not Outback Steakhouse.
Ain't the same, dude. Ain't the same. It's
Texas,
hillbilly Outback.
yeah, dude, Texas Roadhouse. That's something different. That's a
They make
good.
their bloomin' onions in a different way. Let's just leave it at that. They make it the true social way. Anyways, we're gonna go, we're gonna do we'll go game from game. Is the Sunday night game over? It is. There's 4 minutes left. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers are up 25-3. I'll be honest. Aaron Rodgers, the
Mm-hmm.
elixir's off.
Yeah.
What upsets me is I don't know when I could bet on him and when I can't, and I did not bet this game, but I almost gave you the go ahead. I almost said, like, hey, we should hammer this. Now, I'm happy I didn't because he's currently 10 for 20, 10 for 23 for 100 yards, 2 picks.
Yeah, dude, he's looked bad tonight. Like really, really
Is it the
bad.
worst game he's ever had? I mean, like, that's actually impressively bad. He's probably
Okay,
had a worse game because
well,
he's probably
no,
played.
right now he has a 19.5 passer rating. That's the lowest of his career. Yards per pass is 4.2. That's the third lowest. And then he has a 43% completion rate. That's the second lowest of his entire career. So I
So they
think
just showed
all
that
in
on
all,
NBC? Whatever,
yeah,
they just showed that while you're okay, I don't have the
yeah.
game up. Wow,
Yeah, no,
okay,
they
well,
put that graphic up. So it might be in totality, this actually might be his worst game because then you throw in 2 interceptions, under 100 yards. This is bad, dude. This is really bad for the Steelers. And again, like this is like a spot like it doesn't seem like it's even just Aaron Rodgers. This just seems like it's such a Steelers thing to do where they win a game that they really shouldn't have won last week with the Colts. And then all like at home they're an underdog and then they go on the road and like this Chargers team is like pretty banged up. Like they're not very good, right? Like I don't think this Chargers team is that good and they can't do anything. Like their offense looks so old and their defense is so predictable. It's gross to watch.
it actually makes me sick to my stomach that they beat the Patriots. And I'm gonna talk a lot about the Patriots on this podcast. I want everybody to understand this. This is a Patriots podcast, okay? I didn't want to say it until we're at about the 10-minute mark. We're at 9 minutes. But I want people to understand this. When the Pats are good, this is a Patriots podcast. When they suck, it's a football podcast, okay?
And that's fair.
Um,
Let's move on to the Pats game then.
no. We're not gonna move on there just yet. We're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers. Because I'm saying this team beat the Patriots. They forced 5 turnovers, and they barely won, but they beat the Colts. They beat the Patriots. They're 5-3. Vegas still had no faith in them. When they, what was it, 4-1? They still said the Ravens, when Lamar had no chance to play against the Bears. When he didn't play against the Bears, you could have bet the Ravens to be the division champ, sorry, at like plus 120 or plus 150 when they're 3 games back
Yeah.
in week 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have all jumped on that. And now the Ravens are, what is their record now? Do they have the same record?
They are 4-5,
4-5.
I believe.
Yeah, so they're gonna be 2 games back. Damn. Fuck.
4-5, but I imagine they're probably what are they minus 200 to win the division now?
Might not be up, but you'll be able to see it after the game's over. So whenever it ends, we'll get those lines. Yeah. Damn, dude. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could just do AFC East stuff real quick. Because, or not real quick, we can glaze.
Minus 270.
What?
Sorry. Yeah, the Ravens are minus 270 now to win the NFC North. Dude, that's insane.
Honestly, that's not even a bet. That's a safe bet.
Just a couple weeks ago, you could have got it at plus money.
I mean,
Barely
a couple
plus
weeks
money,
ago,
but
weeks. Hey, how about this? Ready for this? A couple weeks ago, you could have got Drake Maye at plus 7,000 for MVP. I'm sorry, I'm smoking weed. Turn the
If
video on.
Patriots minus 230 to win the division.
What's them to be the 1 seed? Should be minus
2 to 1.
230. It should honestly be the same odds. There's no
It
way.
is not up right now. Not that I'm seeing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will say this. Patriots Bucks. We'll just go right into that. By the way, I need a little more spunk out of you. I'm the sick one, dude. I'm muting my mic to cough my lung out, and you're over here just sounding handsome. You're sounding like a handsome devil. Are you doing voice overlays for commercials?
I
You can
should
just
be,
do ads.
shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, you should. You should start sending it in. Okay. Pats Bucks. This was the game of the week coming in. I think the other games had some suave around them, kind of like your voice. But when it comes down to it, this was two teams that had 2 losses, and the class of their division outside of the Bills in the AFC East. I look at the box score. I obviously watched this whole game, but I look at the box score, and I'm gonna cut that out. The cough. Drake Maye, 16 for 31, 270, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. The pick was terrible. In the game, threw it 3rd down in the end zone. Unacceptable. Only got sacked once, which was huge. He was able to avoid getting sacked. Threw kind of a shitty ball at the start of the game because of the rain. Got that under control, but his completion percentage was down. He's 74% this year, which is, I think, the record. I think that is a record. I think Drew
Yeah.
Brees had the record, or around there was like 70%, 72%.
Sounds about right.
But what he did was, after he started like 2 for 7, he basically went on fire, and he was electric. And I'm going to say this right now, dude. I'm confident. I'm crying. I'm emotional. To the Drake Maye. He's going to win the MVP.
Yeah.
It's hard to win the MVP in the NFL. I'm crying. Take it away, Darren. Tell me how Drake Maye
tears to
is.
your eyes.
Take it away, Darren. Take it away.
Yeah, I'll take it away here. I will go on a Patriots tangent and rant for you, Sterling. I will go on this for you. Drake Maye he's been great all year. Like, he's been great all year. This is, I mean, you consider this a down game for Drake Maye, and like, again, he's still 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he had 1 bad interception in the end zone, but you know what? He, again, only took 1 sack. He made a lot of great plays. His deep ball precision is just absurd. It's honestly absurd. And this is one of the very few games left on the Patriots schedule where you're like, oh, they could lose this game. I don't know if they will, but they could. And it's really the now 2 remaining games is they play the Bills again and then the Ravens. And the Ravens, I don't even know how good they are, to be honest. Same thing with the Bills. How good are the Bills? We don't know. The rest of their games is like, unless they just come out and kind of have a little bit of a stinker, again, like the Bills did today with the Dolphins, they should win all of those games handily. And I don't know if they will have a stinker because Vrabel's an insane coach. He's so good, dude. Like, this team is really positioned themselves quite nicely to take that 1 seed, get a 1st round bye, and play, a 5 seed or a 6 seed if they're able to win a playoff game. So I don't even know who that would be. If that's going to be maybe Denver, I think the Chiefs will probably jump Denver and take it. But I mean, Denver could be in there. It could be the Chargers. It could be, I don't know. The
Yeah, you're
Jaguars.
filibustering it seems now. I feel the Jaguars.
Yeah, like,
Did you just say Jaguars?
yeah, I know they had a horrendous loss today, but like,
can we get a new co-host?
Being realistic,
Don't ever do that again.
Who's going to take the 6 or the 7 seed? Jets,
anybody. I think it could be anybody. Oh, don't ever do that. Also, okay, can we get a new co-host? Alexa, do you want to co-host the rest of this one? You could be not in that shirt. Switch a shirt. Oh, I came home from the bar. The reason we were a little delayed. I come home from the bar. She's wearing Sundays are for Travis and Taylor, and she's
Ooh.
color. I didn't even know. I see that. I'm like, what the hell are you wearing? I said, what the hell is that? Cover up. I said, put a shirt on. We're fundamentalists in here. The thing is, by the way, cough drops have got absurdly weak. I don't know what they're putting in Ricolas now, but they need to fix the formula. I was suckling on a Ricola the entire time there. Did it fix my cough? No. What the hell? It could have been a Jolly Rancher. It would have done the same effects. But instead I'm like, it's disgusting flavored. It tastes like honey and mildew. Ricola.
The good old honey and mildew taste.
Do better. Okay? Number 2, good soliloquy or whatever you want to use your words. Good job there, Darren. I'm gonna give you a little touch of truth right here. Ready?
Yeah, give me a touch of
truth. Truth social post of the day. What Drake Maye did there, I like all the Truth Social things I'm doing now. But
new segment, Truth Social Post of the Day.
Truth by Sterling. What Drake Maye has done, and Vrabel, and this team, has actually changed like the dynamic of the NFL or the conference at least. There's not a team that I'm like actually afraid of. Now that doesn't mean I think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm very well within my like actual positivity, but like I'm walking around strutting a little bit. I'm walking like Vince McMahon. Like I walk like I'm got a little bit of swagger now. I wear my Patriots stuff and it's not like, do you remember Tom Brady? No. I say, do you see Drake Maye? That deep ball he threw at the end before he threw the pick. So I do want to put the caveat. That pick was unacceptable. And he'll get through that. He's 22 or 23 years old. He's like actually the youngest starter in football. Him and JJ McCarthy are the 2 youngest starters.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. When he threw that deep ball, I'm not kidding you. This is not a bit. This is not a joke. I do a lot of bits. In fact, there's going to be a funny one if he is not made aware of it on our next podcast with our buddy Albanian Bruce, Italian Greg. But I fist pumped when Drake Maye completed that. I yelled an obscenity. I said, yeah, after that obscenity. And I hurt my shoulder. I'm an old man now. I threw my shoulder out a little bit. Now it's not a AC joint sprain or anything, but I fist pumped so damn hard. I felt like Greg when he was getting ready to go to the club. T-shirt time. And I'm saying, no offense to Greg. He's a beautiful man. I love that guy. But that Italian Greg. We'll see if he understands.
If you know, you know.
If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But the thing is, yeah, my shoulder still hurts. I've been doing these like all day. I've been like, since I've been doing that, I was like, whoa, I really fist pumped a little too hard. But I watch this. And by the way, Sean Tucker, first running back that's got 50 yards against the Patriots all year. That's hilarious. The defense is great. I love some of the blitzes they're picking up, or some of the blitzes that they're throwing out there. They don't have a real healthy backfield, but guess what? Travion Henderson was unlocked today. He had 2 massive runs. That second one was legitimately so unbelievable because I understand that he's fast, but it's like so often that he's like, should I score? Like they score and he like looked back. He's like, am I allowed to score while he's running? He's like, am I allowed to score? And he's like, yeah, he wasn't supposed to, but he didn't get the no, like from the bench.
Crazy looking back while you're running. And there's
like legitimately like weeping to say, like, am I okay? It's great. This is like the vibes are good. Like the vibes are honestly unbelievable. And again, sky's the limit. They're 5-0 on the road. That's very rare.
Yeah.
Easy schedule for sure, but like Tampa's no slouch. And they actually took it to them. This game was not a 28-23 game. They beat their ass. So
yeah. They manhandled them.
I obviously think like in the playoffs, I'm not confident they beat Mahomes and Reed. I'm not confident that a Josh Allen matchup's easy. But Outside of those, have we seen Lamar play fucking great in the playoffs?
Yeah.
What other quarterback am I afraid of? I mean, I'm good. I'm happy. I think we're good. I'm in a zen state. I'm like legitimately happy as hell that this is our team. And I can't believe it. I'm crying again. Darren, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, I guess we can just hit on it briefly, just because it is, again, somewhat relevant. You look at teams like the Browns and the Jets, and there's a handful of other teams that are just so wildly incompetent. Like, again, I understand Drake Maye is good. Part of that is also because he's in a good situation. He has a competent offensive coordinator. He has a great head coach. Like the Patriots were bad for just a couple of years, and it's like, dude, look at how fast they rebuild and came back. And again, they had one of they had the highest high of any team. Like they had the highest peak and the lowest low, like the valley that they went down to. Like they were drafting top 3. Like they were one of the worst teams in football last year. Or the year before, and like they weren't good last year either.
Yeah, they drafted 4th last year. They were
Yeah,
playing for the first overall pick in the last game, and
exactly.
man won.
And yeah, that's my point. And it's like, dude,
Well, this is the thing.
how is
It
this
all starts with
acceptable if
quarterback.
you're the Jets? How is this acceptable if you're the Browns? How is this acceptable if you're I guess like the Bears kind of seem to have actually figured it out a little bit, or the Commanders, or like in these teams that are like so bad, and it's like, dude,
Well, it
how
all
do
starts with
you not
quarterback.
do this?
It all starts with quarterback. I think you need to be like Jacksonville, Atlanta. I mean, you can go down. There's realistically, there's 10 quarterbacks in the NFL that should be NFL starting quarterbacks. We need to be just honest about this, and we just don't. And maybe that's it. Maybe there's only 10 people in the world that can play this position at a competent level.
But the only thing I'd push back on that is look at Sam Darnold, look at Baker Mayfield, look at Daniel Jones, and it's like, I know we've talked about this before, but these guys were all on one of those teams that I just listed that were, joke laughing franchises. And it's like, dude, like the quarterback is good. He clearly just didn't have the right coaches, the right pieces, or whatever the case is around him. I just don't know how that is acceptable, because I think Drake Maye is sensational. I think if he got drafted to this Browns team, things would be different. I don't think he'd be this Drake Maye that we see now. He has really good offensive coaching around him. He has, smart, competent people in the building with him, versus like the Browns. And it's like, they just go there and waste his talent. Like clearly he's a great, great talent.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good debate topic. I think that the obvious best example of this is Brady. Mahomes is a great example too. But like Brady is the best because he's a 6th-round pick. Purdy, but like, would Brady be what he is? I'm getting emotional again. If he was somewhere else. Whereas Peyton Manning was this generational prospect who probably is going to work wherever because of how good he was at reading football and stuff. Now, I think there's a mix of this where there are natural, just God-given, amazing talents who are likely going to be great no matter where they go. I think in the NFL right now, probably the only one would be Lamar. And he was drafted later in the round because people didn't have confidence in his accuracy, and he was accurate. Like they were wrong. But that's a problem. That's a problem. People don't know how to scout quarterbacks, and we sit here on a podcast that has not that many views. Hopefully, YouTube gains that. And I don't know about this episode. I have black lung. I have the plague. I might be dead by the next time we record. So this might be our last one on YouTube. But
you've been in those West Virginia coal mines?
Yeah, I think I've been doing manual labor in my. I think I've been sleepwalking into like overnight shifts. Is how I feel with the cough. But the thing is, nobody can scout these people. There's no accountability. There's nothing. But I think Ryan Russillo says this, is like, just keep drafting QBs. There's like a fire out there. I think my coal mine blew up. There's a ton of fire trucks just blasting off right out. Like, I live very high up, so maybe the podcast doesn't pick this up, but we hear it. Believe me, sound travels up, you know? But I'm in a penthouse. The thing is, what the hell? How many fire trucks are going now?
How
What's
big is the
burning down?
fire?
Is it the smoke? Is it the arena? That's too many. There's too many fire trucks. Seriously, enough's enough. I just think it's a very hard position to scout. It's impossible to know who's going to be good or not. We're going to talk about this game in a little bit, and he just makes me disgusted. But Trevor Lawerence, we've talked about him ad nauseum through the last like 2 or 3 years. Throughout his time in the NFL, there's not a bigger disappointment in terms of
Bad.
what you thought he was going to be to what he is. He got drafted. People change their allegiance to the Jaguars. They're like, the Jaguars are back.
Yeah.
They made the AFC Championship with Blake Bortles. He's never reached that high, and he never will.
He's actually bad. Like, I'm not like
He's a terrible quarterback.
I
He's a
watch him
terrible
play.
quarterback.
Yeah. I'd put him in the category with like Justin Fields, where it's like his highlights, you're like, wow, that was a great play. But his play to play, his game to game, gross.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be a funny comment that I say right now. I already know it because I thought in my head when I'm thinking about it, and when I think something's funny, usually it comes out funny. Sometimes it doesn't. Jacksonville owners, yeah, I'm laughing when I say it, and I'm gonna get emotional here because I don't feel good saying this. I promise you, Jacksonville ownership, that young GM who looks way younger than me because I'm growing a terrible mustache. It's No Shave November. I look very disgusting right now. I'm now looking at myself. I don't like this. The Jacksonville GM, the ownership, every single snap, when the guy from the Texans last year took out Trevor Lawerence and blasted him in the head, they did a little behind the back clap. They're like, he needed that. That's great. Every single snap this year, they're just hoping he gets hit. They want him blasted. They're happy when he gets hurt. They want him getting sacked. They're like, what the fuck did we pay this guy for?
Yeah.
It's just like wasted money. Could you imagine, Darren? I'm just thinking, what can I do for that amount of money and suck that bad at?
Mm-hmm.
Scam people?
Yeah.
Like, I could go into boardrooms and say, like, yeah, I have a shit sandwich to sell you. It's like, they're like, what are you selling? It's like, yeah, it's got shit in it, but it actually makes you really healthy. You just got to eat these daily.
It looks cool.
Really. It looks really good. It looks tasty. We've artificially changed the shit to have like long hair too, and it looks awesome. It looks like a surfer. But he's
It's like
also 6'4". He's big.
225, 230.
Yeah, Lawrence is such a disappointment. I don't get it. And the thing is, what's funny is, he's going to leave Jacksonville and then he'll get his confidence back, which is what happens. Like, his confidence is shot there. It's not going to work. And he'll be okay somewhere else probably. But
so
again,
3 quarterbacks who've gotten paid, and I think they're all in the same boat, and it's Tua, Kyler, and him.
he's separate from those. He'll be okay somewhere else probably because he has way more talent than those two.
I think there's going to be a quarterback carousel, though, with those 3 guys. I think they're going to shift. I think those 3 teams are going to shift quarterbacks, is what I mean.
They have to. They have to. I mean, they don't have other options. I thought you said, like, yeah, Trevor Lawerence is by far the most talented.
Mm-hmm.
I would not touch Tua. If he was smart, he would medically retire.
Mm-hmm.
Get the guaranteed money and stop playing football and go do SEC network, coach at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
He's entertaining. He's charismatic. He's a good speaker. He could go do something like that.
I was like, run for office?
In Alabama.
I don't know if Alabama wants him to run for office, but I know, like, who knows?
That'd be hilarious. And his whole thing is he's just going to take care of Alabama football.
Well, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, we did.
But AJ McCarron's running for lieutenant governor, and I think him versus Tua would be funny. But they both would have to run like in a primary because I don't think Tua's not a lib.
Well, I think,
which is also funny.
I think both of them won a national championship, didn't they?
Yeah. Tua also got benched for Hurts, though, one of them.
No, Hurts got
Ooh.
benched for Tua, right?
And Tua made
Yeah.
the game-winning throw. Okay.
Yeah.
Tua's
So
highs were higher.
Alabama
Oh,
voters will be
McCarron
split.
had that one famous moment where Bryn Musburger was like legitimately dick out and on air with his girlfriend. Remember that?
Yeah.
How old were
Voters
you
will
when
be
that
split.
was happening? How old were you when that was happening? You're 2 years younger than me.
Yeah. It should have been high school, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that was definitely high school. I think I was a
Yeah.
senior or something. I was
Yeah.
like,
As I say,
what
that
the
sounds like
hell is this
a
guy talking about?
sounds about high school.
They literally kept panning over to her and they're like, wow, how the hell did he pull that? It's like Musburger's like legitimately like, what the hell? Every time we do a play, like, he's got that girlfriend. It was honestly unbelievable. I would. It felt like Brockmire. It felt like a comedy TV show. Like it felt like a
Yeah.
sitcom. I couldn't believe that. I'm gonna go watch those clips after that. I'm gonna type this into my iPad. I want to see Brent Musburger, uh, froth at the mouth over AJ McCarron's now wife. Is Brent Musburger still alive?
I don't know. We'd have to check
He
one on
is.
him.
He's 86 years old. So he was. Yeah. Okay. Well.
He's worked out.
Yeah. That was probably the last time he ever got worked up. Okay, what game are we talking about next?
We should probably do the Germany game. That was a good game.
I'm gonna try to talk about politics less, but I thought it was really unnecessary that in the middle of that game they just started talking about uh the 1936 Olympics and just pigeonholing Hitler in there. And honestly, I looked at my girlfriend. I woke up for this one. I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, was that necessary? Now
They did a long
I'm a
segment on it in the 1936.
they did. They kept talking about it, and I was like, it's a good. Listen, I love history. It's my favorite subject, and I know all about the 1936 Olympics. By the way, sports washing. I just want you to know we're not that far away from some of that with a certain country in the I'm just gonna say live golf. You ever heard of that? There's some sports washing going on right now. They're copying a playbook. They're running the same plays. But I digress. Hey, the thing is, that was a great game.
That was.
I enjoyed that game. I thought at multiple points the Colts were going to fall apart, and I wrote down in my notes. I had it written down. 2 first-round picks for a corner. What about the quarter? That was my take because
Nice.
I thought Daniel Jones stinky, and
Mm-hmm.
then Jonathan Taylor was saying, yeah, I don't need to play anymore, and I'm offensive player of the year.
Yeah, he's so good. Their offensive line is actually insane. I
Yeah,
think I
I
could
mean,
probably pick up. I could probably have a 50-yard rushing game behind that offensive line.
50
Yeah,
of that.
if I got a hefty amount of carries, if you give me 30 carries, I think I could get 50 yards
How
behind
many
that.
yards did I get?
I think most people, again, you just have to really get to the line, and again, assuming health and everything. Like I don't like we don't get jacked up too bad when we get hit.
I'm tough.
I
I'm a
think
tough little
again
guy.
we're gonna have a couple plays where you get 3 yards because again there's guys where the hole is like you could drive a truck through there and it's like oh yeah boom 4 yards here.
Am I allowed to wear glasses? Because I'm kind of blind without these things.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend goggles.
I'm glasses. I don't know goggles.
You look sick and
Do you
sick.
want to know real quick? Just a quick aside. I know I'm trying to do. I'll do less asides from the rest of this because we've done too many asides. But when I go skiing now, I literally wear glasses under my goggles. There is no swaggerless. There's no less human swaggerless than me when I'm on a ski slope. Because when I put the goggles on top of my helmet, it's like, and they're like, "Okay, bud." I'm like Ned Flanders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fight I would love to see.
Yeah, I wish somebody, it's a terrible look. I don't ski no more because of that.
Michael Penix 42% on the day completion percentage. I
Another
think if
guy.
you throw anything less than 45, you should just get benched.
What Drake Maye
Like,
go for today? He didn't do that well. I think he was around 45. He didn't. It was a bad day for him. Yeah, Penix has been good. Like, again, I just think that we need to be honest about what we expect from these guys. Some of it is defense, some of it is coaching, some of it is natural, like just nonsense. Like Penix clearly is not a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
You need to surround him with the perfect situation. You want to win a Super Bowl, Atlanta? You have 2 years. That's your clock. You have 2 years to win a Super Bowl. Because as soon as that rookie deal's up and you do the 5th-year option, you're done. You're out. There's
Yeah.
very few. There's how many teams have won a Super Bowl without the quarterback in the rookie deal? Is it literally the Chiefs
The
and the
Eagles last
Patriots
year.
and the Eagles last year? I think it's literally Tom Brady, Mahomes, and the Eagles last year. I think that's it. I think that's
Yeah.
and the Rams. And the Rams did it.
So most of the most recent Super Bowl.
No, but the Rams are different because the Rams basically paid Stafford like he was a 5th-year option guy.
That's true. That's true.
So,
And even the
but I mean, like,
the Chiefs first.
all the Chiefs Super Bowls were before Mahomes got paid. Besides the most.
That's true.
Yeah, and they've got to all the but like, no, it's like we have to have. These teams are gonna be okay with mediocrity. That's fine. There's 8 to 10 QBs, probably less. There's probably like 7 QBs that can actually win the Super Bowl on multiple teams. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to just list them because I could probably list more than 7. But realistically, it's probably around there.
Yeah.
There's probably a group of 6, 7, 6. There's probably a group of 7 that could do that. There's probably a group of 6 that could win if the situation's right, contract's right, etc. Everybody else. So that's 13. You could say 13 to 15 are Super Bowl type quarterbacks that could potentially win. Everybody else there's no chance.
Yeah.
So our team's just okay with that? They're okay just burning money? I know they make money, but like, what are we doing?
No, I agree. I 100% agree with you. And again, the thing is, a lot of these teams are okay with that. And that's why I think though that spot when you're outside of the upper 12 to 15 like teams where you like, do you have a legitimate playoff shot or a legitimate Super Bowl shot? Like again, there's a very small handful of those teams. And it's like, yeah, like some of these teams still might make the playoffs, but it's like, you're not going to win the Super Bowl and you're not particularly close. You probably don't have the guy who's going to get you there either, whether that's the coach, whether that's the quarterback. And most of these teams are fine with that. And I think it's like the purgatory place of sports. It's like the worst place you can be. I'd rather be really, really bad than in that like in between spot where deep down your team's not good enough to make it.
Well, maybe I'm an idiot here, but what do these people say to the owner? Because it's all self-preservation. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What do these people say to their owners where they're making these moves? They're signing these quarterbacks to long extensions. Like, if I was an owner, again, we'd be way worse than Jerry Jones. We all agree with that. We all maintain that. You and I would be, it'd be awesome. Ooh, it would be a good time. We'd be popping champagne every single time a touchdown scored.
Mm-hmm.
Bottles would be popping. It'd be
Yeah.
like, go to the underbox. People would be. You think people are annoyed with seeing Taylor Swift being shown on TV? No. This is not a diss to Taylor Swift. I'm saying people are annoyed with that. If I own an NFL team, every single time my team scored a touchdown, they would be going camera number 2, pan.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be panning over to me because I'd be shaking up a bottle. I'd be like, poof! Like every single touchdown. Field goals. I'd be taking shots.
In my stadium, I would actually have a camera that's on me, that's on the Jumbotron 100% of the time, like just in the corner.
Yeah, just one of those small little quadrants.
Yeah.
Like it's like 1/18 of the screen.
It's the owner's
constant in the booth.
box.
Or it's on GoPro, so it just follows you, so you have to go pee. It just is on your face. So like, yeah, I'm pissing now. It's like it's got a mic to it, so I'm pissing now. How you guys doing? You guys enjoying the game? You like the facilities? Here's my facilities. Got a little beer here. Beer, yeah. Beer. God, that'd be amazing. Have we talked about any of these games? We talked about 3 games.
Barely.
Barely. Bears Giants. Here we go. Thank you, Caleb Williams, for winning that game. Thank you, Russell Wilson, for losing that game. That's all I got to say about that one. You
Yep.
have anything to say about that?
No, I agree with that.
I like the snow.
Jackson Dart concussion protocol again is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's going to be short for the league.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We should have probably led with the Bills. I mean, we talked about them a little bit.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel, I think I mentioned this on Sunday. He's probably going to keep his job in it next year, is the idea. You said musical chairs with the quarterbacks, but there's a likelihood that he actually keeps it, and he probably gets some say in the GM hiring and then who they get at quarterback, whether it's Trevor, Kyler, etc.
Yeah.
If I was him, it's probably going to be Trevor if he wants. I don't know if they're going to even trade Trevor, but the whole thing is wild to me. Buffalo comes off of these back-to-back performances, just throttling Carolina, decimating Kansas City, and then they got absolutely manhandled by Miami.
Yeah. I
Explanation? How? I don't get it. I'm like, I don't get it. And here's the thing. When I watch this, I bet a lot of money on the Bills. As you know. I lost $3 million. Trying to buy a team here. I lost $300 million. I lost a lot of money on the Bills. But I wasn't mad about it because what this did was almost guarantee that the Patriots win the division.
Yeah.
Even if the Patriots would have lost the Bucks, it doesn't really matter because they still would have had a 2-game lead in terms of the divisional records.
True.
The Bills losing this is detrimental. They're going to be playing on the road the whole way through the playoffs, and they're fine. It's not terrible for them, but I just don't understand how Buffalo isn't a team that's allowed to be streaky. I think there's I honestly think there's I'm trying to do this right now in my head. The Chiefs can be streaky, but they shouldn't be. So I don't count. They're not allowed to be, but they are. But they're not allowed to be. The Bills aren't allowed to be. The Ravens aren't allowed to be. Eagles are not allowed to be. That's probably it. Those 4 teams. I want to put the Packers in there. They are, but they're not allowed to be because they're but the Bills are too streaky.
Yeah.
You lose this game, it's not season over, but it's like, wow. Did you guys drink the night before? Like, what'd you go do? Did you play Hialeah or whatever it's called? That game that's popular in Miami?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was happening? Did someone pull the fire alarm every night? Did you have were Australians around? Did they cough? Get the kangaroo cough? What the hell? Mike McDaniel's post game, by the way. He was doing coach talk.
That.
Yeah, Alexa sent that to me. She said, "You like what you hear?" I said,
Actually, I do like that. I
said, "Yeah."
that he's like, you know what? I'm actually on the verge of being fired. I should probably maybe act like an adult, act like a professional. I like that.
You know what he's doing now? I promise you. No more filet mignon. No more brisket. Me and McDaniels, we have a couple things in common, okay? We have a condition. We have a similar condition. Now, he's been able to rise up and make a lot of money, whereas I still am doing my thing, okay? But I'm going to tell you, if I was at his level, I'd be living life the way he lives life. I do not hate that. I think it's funny that he's a head coach and does it. But Meek Mill? Is that Meek Mill? Dirt bike was doing wheelies outside. Where are we living? That was really funny. I don't know if that mic won't pick that up, but that was a funny sound. The way that I'm saying is, what I do is I microwave pretzels. I get those pretzels, the little jumbo pretzels. They're not big, they're little jumbo ones. And I do hot sauce. I do like hot mustard. That's how he's eating right now. That's what my McDaniels is eating. And he's like, honey, I gotta get to work. And I'll eat one of those at 5 a.m. 30 seconds in the microwave, throw the salt out. He doesn't need salt. And I'll put some hot mustard on there. He'll run with it into the car.
Yeah.
He might Uber. 5 a.m. a little early. Might have had too many beers the night before. Might Uber in the morning. Who knows?
Maybe.
I'm not trying to put my life onto him. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, but yeah, Mike McDaniels, good job by you. I'm happy. I don't want him to leave our lives. I don't want him to be in a booth, because in a booth he wouldn't be the same.
No, those Coke dealer glasses don't look nearly as cool when you're in the booth.
Did somebody say Coke dealer glasses?
I think it's a bit that we've done in the past on here. I know we've talked about it. I'm pretty sure we did this bit last year, but it kind of came back to fruition today of like these bad quarterbacks going through like, dumb play rehab basically. And Josh Allen, he was going strong. He was sponsoring people. He was handing out chips. He was handing out chips to other guys. And let's just say he fell off the wagon today. He did not.
Josh Allen was lip on shameless. If anybody's watched that show.
Yeah.
By the way, that guy's a great actor now. He's like an A-lister now.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know.
Jeremy Allen White. But yeah, no, I mean we've done that before, but yeah, Josh Allen.
I say that, and he was 28 of 40, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick.
13 points.
That's the thing, though, is the 13 points.
You did the defense of Trevor Lawerence, too, and we talked about how bad he was, and we didn't even talk about the game, but real quick, the game. They scored 29 points. I don't really care about that. They gave up 26 points in the second half, or in the fourth quarter. I know Trevor Lawerence didn't give all those points up, but I'm saying, you know what? He didn't play defense, but Trevor Lawerence was 13 for 23 with 158 yards. He got sacked for negative 40 yards or 30 yards. He fumbled 2 times.
Yeah.
The guy's a bum.
Yeah.
I can't do that no more. I'm done. You said the relapsing quarterback is like Josh Allen, what he did today. Yeah, he went back into his like rookie year bag kind of, and he's like, what the deuce? He's like, what drug do I got here? Somebody came to his hotel room the night before. They're like, Josh. It's like the Spider-Man, like the Green Goblin mask. They're like,
who's talking to him? Hey, win in Miami. Win in Miami.
You know Haley wasn't there. She would never let Josh do that. Yeah. Josh was a sinner. Last night. With Trevor's never got clean. He's on a path that nobody wants to be on, and it's like people have talked to him. It's impossible. Urban Meyer even tried to do it. The original guy, Urban Meyer, got him hooked. Actually, Urban Meyer was supposed to be a mentor. Urban Meyer was like, "I'll mentor him in how to do drugs."
Like Urban Meyer was the guy who introduced him. He was the gateway.
Could you imagine Charlie Sheen, the guy from 2.5 Men, the half man?
Yeah.
That guy's actually came out fine.
Yeah.
Now I'm at Trevor Lawerence with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawerence would not be with us right now if Trevor Lawerence was in 2.5 Men. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawerence would be a dearly departed member of our society. He would be gone. It would have been a quick death. Good thing he picked football, where now he's probably increased the death rate in Jacksonville by tenfold. Shad Khan, do something about this. Saints, Panthers. Saints, the 1-8 Saints surprised the 5-4 Panthers, winning 17-7. I did not see a moment of this game. They won this game?
Scoreboard says.
Okay, the good guy Tyler Shaw, 19 for 27, 2 touchdowns, 282 yards. Of course, he's a great guy.
I did actually see one of his plays on a highlight. I think on Red Zone, dude. He had a dot down the sideline to Chris Olave.
I saw that too. I did see that.
That was a cool play.
They wore cool jerseys. Did they win the jersey of the day by your?
You know what? She hasn't actually updated me on that in like 4 weeks now.
I know you keep saying that. How about you tell her to get to work?
Yeah, I should.
I can't keep paying that salary. She's a W-2 employee.
I'll let her know.
You're in healthcare benefits. Yeah, I didn't watch any of that, but that really sucks if you're the if you're the Panthers. This is like a free win.
I know. Well, again,
Okay.
it's a very obvious letdown spot, like where they just beat the Packers the week before. You're due to lay an egg.
Are you?
I think
You
so.
beat the Packers. You can't do it again. The Packers are the game.
Well, I just think it's like I think the emotional high of that, like that come down, I think you start to maybe drink your own Kool-Aid a little bit, think you're a little bit better than what you actually are.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid, yeah. You start drinking your own Kool-Aid McKinstry. Then you get a dose of some actual Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Doses from Tyler Shaw and them boys.
Mm-hmm. Tyler Shaw and Co. Couple of good old boys. Good guy. I wonder what if Tyler Shaw's not actually a good guy? What if he's actually like a genuinely like bad person?
No, he's a nice guy. I know him.
Is he not?
I wouldn't have said that if I didn't know it. This is the thing.
Fair
The
enough.
things I say about people, I only say it if I know it's true.
All right, fair enough.
These are not slanderous or in endorsements of people I do not know. I'm very good friends with Tyler. He's the coolest Tyler I know.
Yeah, definitely have to be.
Yeah. Cardinals Seahawks, again, game was over in the first quarter. Rams 49ers, game was also over in the first quarter. They keep by the way, Shanahan's funny. Into the game. Yeah, we think Purdy will be back next week. I'm done. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Next week's go. Okay, cool. I'm ready for it. Mac Jones, by the way, 33 for 39, 119 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Not the problem.
Yeah.
Not
You
the
know, the
problem.
problem is your defense. Can Brock Purdy play cornerback?
Maybe that's what they're waiting on, actually. Maybe they're trying to trot him out at safety.
You know, I say this with all due respect. Our people have had a resurgence in the secondary
It's true.
recently. We actually can field the secondary now.
That's true.
Unbelievably so. I don't know how this has happened, but I actually am judging it. I don't understand how this has happened.
Yeah.
But we have some good players.
Hmm.
Is Purdy getting converted?
Me.
What you working out? Your wrist is saying you're working out.
No.
I thought it said that's not an Apple Watch, is it?
Garmin.
No. You woke
Even better.
piece of shit, dude. Do you even own Garmin stock?
No.
Yeah,
I,
see. I have Apple stock. I'm recording on a MacBook. I have an iPad with me. My iPhone's right here. Here's my Apple Watch. Where's my baby? Bring my AirPod. Bring my AirPods. Both pairs.
dude, I lost my AirPods. I don't know where they are.
I stole them. I took them back with me to. I took them back with me to Washington when I was staying at your place. I need a new pair. It's so funny. That'd be so fucked up.
That would
Woo,
be
new
funny.
AirPods.
No, I
I
have
have a
left
pair. I have a legitimate pair of AirPods that I found at the gym one time. That, like 7 years ago, and I found that they were like sitting in like the car, like a treadmill. They were like on in like that water air, like the water bottle place.
Yeah.
And I did cardio for like an hour and a half, I think. Then I went and lifted. Then I went back to the same treadmill and did cardio for another like 30 minutes. And nobody came and got them. And I was like, I'm gonna take these.
Yeah. I think that's fair. 3 hours
I
in.
still have them, and I've never used them because I'm not gonna put another person, a random. I look at that as like I can't put somebody random's earbuds in my ear. So instead of being I need to give them back. I need to just ship them to the belt. But now nobody will ever believe. Like who's gonna go back there? It's like, are my AirPods here from 6 years ago?
You know what you should do,
Every day
actually?
they're checking.
You should actually just keep those in your back pocket just in case you ever forget a birthday or something like that for somebody. And it's like, oh, hey, I got you
Here
some
you go.
AirPods. The first generation
That'd be a good idea.
AirPods.
Were your AirPods disgusting? Did you have wax on them, or how? Like, be honest.
No, I cleaned them. I cleaned my
You cleaned them?
AirPods. I'd
Oh,
clean
my
your
AirPods are
AirPods.
nasty as hell. It's so funny. Like, whenever my girlfriend will grab them, she'll be like, oh, these are your AirPods. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
these are my AirPods. Like, I clean them, like I'll clean the ear out, but I'm like, I'm a waxy boy. I can make a candle. I hate it, by the way. I love going with the thing in my ear.
You
Like,
should,
I go
you
deep in
know,
there. The
stuff.
the inventions they're making nowadays are amazing. I wish I will be just blasting myself in the ear with those things
Mm-hmm.
if I ever get my hands on one.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate the Musk. I hate Elon Musk. What do you think about Tesla? You're anti-EV, right? Um, Lions Commanders. By the way, good. We can talk about this game now.
Yeah,
Did
here
you
we go.
listen to anything that Don said in this game?
I did not. I actually did not even know that he was on the call here until after the game was over, and then I saw that he threw the headset on.
I honestly think it's amazing that
I thought it was
he
AI
did
at
this one.
first.
That would have been great. I mean, this game was a joke. This game was also over in the first quarter. All three of the afternoon games sucked. I want to see, did he say anything funny? I'm looking up this live because I did not have sound on. And people were like, what the hell is going on in the bar that I was at? And the bar I was at was actually not a
Because
extremely
I saw
productive.
this, like, and I thought that this was AI. Like, I thought that was fake.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wait. And then I, like, looked at it. I was like, no, that's not.
Do you know what he said, Alexa? Did he say anything funny? Yeah, I'm gonna. Who are you talking about?
If you'd like me to, but I will say that your second string, your backup quarterback is a good quarterback, and he's had some very good games for you. And your first string quarterback has the potential, I think, to be a great quarterback. He's got to stop the injuries somehow. And let's see, we have a very important, I think this is a very important couple of plays. Here we go. So, seven. We got second and 7. Let's see what happens. Well, that's all right. Krosky Murray.
Oh, boy. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. So
He's doing this combinating at 32-10.
I was going to just say, he said this is a very big play here. Time of that this was done, the score was 32-10. I think the Lions
This
really
guy's
fall away
actually
there.
like, I'm sorry. Well, okay. Realistically, there's very few things that I think are like amazing bits, but unfortunately, SNL is gonna have to do that one for the Open. They aren't gonna do it as funny as he is. They can't even do that close. Like, I'm actually like, that's honestly unreal. They hike the ball and he goes, "Whoa!" That's unreal. That's amazing.
That's good stuff.
I'm gonna lose my voice. Wow. I wish they would have put the sound on in the bar. That would have been one of the funniest moments ever.
That was good.
How long did he commentate?
They should have just let him do the rest of the game. Just
They
leave.
should have They should have walked out and said, "Hey, you got this solo," and just let him cut a pro. Just let him talk.
He's talking through commercial breaks. He doesn't understand that, like, they go to break, and he's just continuing to talk. So when, like, the commercial cuts, it picks back up at a completely different point.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. If I was like watching football and it was just Trump doing commentating, it would be so funny. It would be such a fun time to watch, especially if he just razzles in like random shit where he's like, and Sleepy Joe couldn't to commentate on this. He just does it
Yeah.
like that. It'd be amazing. And then also on top of that, I was trying to think of like other commentating things. We didn't even touch on this last week where Tony Romo during the Chiefs Bills game, he honestly like had a audible like ejaculation on the Chiefs Bills. Have you heard that? Did you ever listen to that?
I don't know if I did. I don't.
I mean, I'm gonna search something pretty dangerous right now. Found it. Let me find it. Okay, yep, it was dangerous. Yes, it was. I should not have searched that. What I just searched the term. Try to find this. Okay, he let out a very funny sound. And anyways, the thing is, this week he said the Patriots are DTF, Jim, and then Jim was like, "What?" And Tony Romo's clearly just trying to cross lines, which I
Yeah.
like. Here's what he said.
This team is DTF, Jim. Patriots.
Drake Maye. That was Drake Maye highlights shown on my phone. I can watch these all night. How long should I watch these highlights for on this podcast? No, we're basically done. I'm very sick. I'm gonna drink probably 15 more beers, a few small beers, and then edit this up and get this uploaded to YouTube, Spotify, Apple,
Wherever
whatever
you get your
platform.
podcast.
True Social, Twitter.
Throw
There
it
was a
up on-
big podcast on Twitter recently.
All
I heard
right.
you're gonna be the next guest
Might be.
on TCs. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about. I'm talking about a guy named Tucker, but not last name, not Kraft. But anyways, yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday. Our buddy from Southern Europe is gonna be joining us.
Hopefully.
Gregory. Hopefully, yeah, if it works. I mean, hopefully dinner's on at that hour. He's probably eating right now, don't you think? It's where 10 o'clock where you are, it's 9 o'clock where I am. Yeah, he's probably eating right now.
Italians eat
Like
late.
getting prepared. He might eat in 2 hours. Yeah,
True.
they eat pretty late. They eat late. It's a good thing. Don't worry, you'll see. You'll see. Anyways, the podcast is gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to upload this. I'm excited to be on YouTube. I hopefully won't cough next one. If I'm coughing still on Tuesday, I probably will get some codeine.
Yeah.
Is that 87 on the back of that? You got 80. You got an 87 on the. She got you that shirt? Did she not think that Did she think I won't put hands? She thinks I'm not physical. Oh, okay. Oh, she got stronger cough drops for me because
Nice.
Ricola. Look at these things. This is my last thing. This is not a sponsor. What this is a thing that I want to get bankrupt, and I
Yeah.
hope everybody that did this has to dig holes for the next 6 months. Everybody that made this cough drop, the manufacturer of this cough drop, what you did was put a terrible Jolly Rancher in this. These don't taste good. They don't have any effects. In fact, what's better is if I just take shots of whiskey. It would do more effects than this. It would have a better effect for my sickness. I know, I should. Or wine, vino, Chambers Bay. Golf. Okay. Did you get your kimono?
They did. I got it.
Congratulations, Sensei. Okay. See you later. We will be back on Wednesday and on Thursday, and we'll be on YouTube and everywhere else.
See you.
Go listen.